guys, welcome to First Bez and welcome back. So this is another edition of this whole IMATS series, and so I just wanted to talk about some of the things that might interest you while you go to IMATS. So I put everything in this box right here, and I'm going to just kind of talk about some of the things I think are must-haves, things that you should take a look at, touch, feel, like I said, really just kind of go to their booth and see how you feel about it in person, because some of these products are professional products where you can only get them at makeup shows or online. And also I noticed that there was a couple of questions on the other video, so I want to answer those too. So one of the questions is if you should bring cash or credit. That's kind of a hard question because some places accept cash and some places only accept credit. So I think you should just be prepared to have half and half, and be prepared to maybe run to an ATM if you have to, or borrow a friend, borrow a parent or something, or somebody who's there with you, because it's hard. Like when I went to the makeup show, Inglot's was the only one who didn't accept credit card, and so luckily I had cash with me and I was able to use that. So don't really just depend on plastic or cash, kind of just have half and half. Really, I don't know how much you should bring. I think that's really up to you and what you plan on buying. There's lots and lots of products there. You can go onto their website and kind of get an idea of how much things are. And then just kind of keep in mind that usually they have show prices and discounts. So it's always good to get it at the show. So I have my box here. And first thing I want to announce, I didn't have it last time, is that there's going to be a Guru Summit on Sunday at 10:30. And here's a little official flyer that you can see. But yes, it will. It's going to happen on Sunday at 10:30, and there's going to be a lot of fun giveaways. There's going to be some gifts for the attendees, so be early so that you can get some fun gifts. And I want to thank all of our sponsors. We have so many. I don't want to forget anybody, so I'm going to be reading off a list, but we've got Eve Pearl. I showed you guys all the wonderful colors of shadows and lip glosses. Urban Decay has been really generous. Zuka is going to be giving us a grand prize of one of these pro traveling items. This is mine, and it's a must-have. I bring it everywhere I go. It's definitely an attention getter. So I checked in through security at the airport. Someone made a comment like, oh, what's that? What's in there? And when I through the conveyor belt, that actual person that's looking in there was like, oh, that's cool, I've never seen that. And then when I brought it up and I put it on the overhead compartment, somebody made a comment like, oh wow, those are really popular now, how do you like it? So if you want someone to talk to you, you kind of want attention, that's definitely a way to go. Zuka will have a booth there, and you can place your order, and they'll have show prices too. So if you get the bag, I recommend the backpack too. That I carry a lot too, because I put my laptop in, and I'd show you, but it's kind of big, and it's great because it clips right onto the top of the rollaway, and I can use that for at least 3 to 4 days. If you pack light, it's a lot easier, and if you pack really heavy, then you probably want to be a little bit more cautious. And you can get bags like this, and you put all your makeup in here. You can actually roll your clothes in here too, just depending on what you're using it for. But it's great as a makeup artist to have one of these. They have this seat cover, and it's like a cushion, which I don't have, so I'm hoping to check that out this weekend, because sometimes sitting on the Zuka could hurt your butt a little bit. Anyway, let's move on. And another really cool giveaway at the IMATS Summit is Purely Cosmetics. They're going to be giving away their diamond powder to 50 attendees. So whoever gets one of these is going to, all you have to do is go over to her booth and pick up one of these. And like I mentioned before, this is 6 grams. It's a lot more than the HD powder, and it's almost 1 carat of diamonds in here. It's really soft, and if you're there, touch it. It's amazing. And she's only going to have a limited supply of these there, so I recommend going here first. I believe they're across from Crown, so I'd go here first and then go to Crown. And CS, because we will be there all day on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be doing demos, and there's going to be a schedule, so I'll put that up. It's already on my website, and we'll be there, all day except for during the summit. So come by, say hello. We'll talk about favorite brushes. We'll do some looks, demos, and just ask questions. It's going to be lots of fun. All right, so on to the products. What I recommend is going through the list and just kind of picking out the vendors that you want to check out, because also if you pay $35, you can go to the summit and you can go to the classes. The classes are like the core of IMATS. They talk about all the professional tips and tricks. You could really learn from it if you're interested in becoming a makeup artist. If you are a makeup artist, you want to brush up, you want to get new tips and tricks, just refresh, or just learn something new, go to these classes. They're really fun, and it's only $35, and you can go as many as you want to each day. You know, there's different pricing, so $35 per day, and then there's a deal if you want to go both days. So I'm going to talk about some of the products that I absolutely recommend to check out, look at it, and see if it's really for you. Okay, so first thing is OCC Makeup. Everyone raves about it. They have a great airbrush system, and I have a video about airbrushing without an actual airbrush, and I love using the OCC Makeup foundation. And they have different sizes. They have like the sampler or like a travel size, and then they have the full size. And so I take these to travel. You know, you just use this, your little airbrush gun. It's great if you are thinking about becoming a makeup artist, you know, and you want to get like a quick kit for some bridal work this summer. Pick up some packages of these and you're good to go. Love their foundation because it's water-based and it's smooth and it's so like, it feels very sheer, but it's great coverage. And then while you're at the OCC counter, of course everyone knows, check out their lip tars. There's a lot of them. The new colors are really nice. I like the newer colors because I think they're more wearable. Right now I have Hoochie on. I think that they're more wearable where you don't have to mix and match, but they are really pretty. I'm a huge fan of all of them. And I like Memento and Hoochie and Pageant, and there's Anime. Vintage is another one of my favorites, but I actually left it at my parents' house because I used it all the time. It's like this burgundy maroon color. It's really pretty for fall. I highly recommend that one. It's one that you always see like when you look at magazines and they look kind of like that deep maroon, brick reddish. It's pretty, you know, it's very sexy. I love that one. So check these out. These may look really small. All you need is just a little bit. Use like an angle eyeliner brush it on, and you're good to go. This can actually cover your entire body, so don't be turned off by the size. A little bit goes a long way. And if you're at the OCC counter too, check out their matte nail polish called Flatline. That one's really fun. I just did a review on that, so check that out on my website. The next place is Yabi. Yabi Cosmetics is one of my favorites. I've been talking about it since last summer. I had the opportunity to try it, and I've been in love. And ever since then, I have bought every single eyeshadow palette. And the one that I recommend is this one right here, and it's the Pearl one because it's powdered shadows, but it feels like a cream shadow, and it looks amazing in person and on camera. There's all kinds of palettes. So this one right here is my one that I highly recommend. Go there early. She always sells out of those, so I would check those out. I think they're like 130 something. I don't remember. This is Best of Both Worlds, where there's like mattes and shimmers and all of that, but I really like this one. It's great. It's small. It's compact. Highly pigmented. And if you're looking for something to remove your makeup, I recommend Embryolisse. And you can see I've been using this a lot. I like it because you don't get any of the little bumps around your eyes. The only thing is, if you use false lashes, this one right here, the glue doesn't break down as well. It just depends on the type of glue. I was using dual waterproof, so this is a little bit harder to use, but I love this stuff for just like everyday removing of product. And speaking of removing products, this is another must-have, is a Perrier Spirit brush, like the eyeshadow makeup remover. It's a brush cleaner. So you just take this, spray a little bit on a paper towel, brush it back and forth, and it gives you this clean brush, and you're ready to go to the next client. And if you are a makeup artist, you definitely need to step on over to the Ket store or the Ket booth because they have these. What you do is you just open it up, clean brushes on one side, dirty brushes on the other, and when you're done, just wrap it up and go. It's really handy. At first, when I got this vessel, I was kind of like, when am I going to use this? But it's one of those things that once you have it, you just use it a lot. This is it. And then I also have a little mini one here for little eyeshadow sponges, Q-tips, you know, mascara wands, all kinds of stuff. Just really handy, clean, and sanitary. And speaking of sanitary, how perfect everything's coming together, is the Beauty So Clean one. I did a review on this, and I highly recommend this one too. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast. I'm already at the 10-minute mark, and I have a couple more products to go, and I really want to talk about it. So, going to be speeding through this. It's also on my website. I have an entire list of products I've actually tried, used, and recommend. So that'll kind of help you give a guideline so that you know kind of where to go when you're at IMATS. Another thing that I highly recommend is the Model in a Bottle Brow Sealer and their spray. I don't have it here with me, so I can't use it, but I do recommend the spray. I like the sensitive skin one because I do have sensitive skin, and when you're working on clients, sometimes you just don't know if they do, so it's better just to use the sensitive skin one. And it's a really nice glass bottle, and I will definitely do like an in-depth review very soon. So here's the eyebrow one, and it comes with the mascara wand style or like the nail polish brush style, just depending. This one's like a little bit more like a heavier set, but either one works really well. So I highly recommend this. It's really inexpensive. I think it's like $12, and it will last you forever unless you spill. Okay, now on to Eve Pearl. So Eve Pearl is, this one you have to check out. This one is something like if you have dark circles, then you need to go to Eve Pearl's and try out her Salmon Concealer. So this is my foundation that I've used from her. I've hit the pan, and that shows you how much I like it. Like, I rarely hit the pan on things because I move from product to product. So this right here is to contour. This one is what you use for all over the face. So that's what, you know, I'm really using like all over all the time. This one right here is in light, and this one right here is a little bit salmon. So this works for me, like under the eye. But she has a separate one for under the eye with nutrients too, and it just really warms up your skin, counteracts the purples, and just makes it really warm so you don't have the dark circles. I highly recommend this. And I have sensitive skin, and it totally doesn't break me out, so I really like this. While you're over there, you have to check out her lashes. Her lashes are really inexpensive at the show. I think it's usually like $6 each, but at the show, I think last time they were like $3 or $4. But I recommend them. There's 101 and 102. Those are like really like the sexy celebrity type of look. Then they go into like dramatic 103s, and then ones with like other ones that she has. So I think she has a couple of new ones. I haven't seen them yet. She also has this new one here. I've only used this as a powder, but it also can be wet to turn into foundation. So this one right here I'm still using. I've only got this like in February, so I like this one, but I highly recommend the foundation one because it's so great. I mean, as you can see. And the last thing that I highly want to recommend is Cover FX, and they have this great mint lip gloss. I wanted to see the name. Oh, there it is, Mint Glaze. And it's sheer, but it has this minty feeling. It's really clean. It's this nice gloss. I think it's great for like moisturizing, and it's a great lip treatment with just a little hint of mint. Love, oh my gosh, I love this. I have it right by my bed, so I wear it every night. And then this right here, this is fun. This is called Radiant FX, and this is for that dewy look. You can see, and it's soft and powdery, and I love it. And like I mentioned before, this is fine for sensitive skin too, so I really like that. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other companies there. But those are like my highly picked, used all the time. I never go anywhere without the stuff. I mean, of course, within reason, like the amount. But I do really recommend those. And I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors at the summit. Thank you, Makeup Artist Magazine. Thank you so much for Makeup Artist Magazine for having this summit. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for all of us to meet and talk and finally, you know, just have some fun and talk in person, get to know each other. And Makeup Artist Magazine's booth is going to have this there, the Ray Morris book, because I know somebody was asking me where to find it. They're actually going to be selling it there. And I think that's usually like right in front when you walk in. So pick up one of these. I know these are going to sell out too because she is a big deal. So she's like a celebrity of the makeup world if you guys want to know. And I just highly recommend this. It's heavy though, so I don't know, maybe you want to like pick it up and then put it in your car too because you don't want to bend it. Also, like I mentioned before, we're going to be at the Crown booth and we're going to talk about our must-have brushes. But I wanted to show you some of their new brushes that I've been using. Actually, they're just kind of mixed up in here along with other brushes. But they have come out with a lot of new brushes and they're really nice. Must-have that is not new is this fan brush right here. It usually fans out like this, but I keep it in here. I keep it with my brush guard because I kind of like it upward like this, and then I just dab it on. But this is an absolute must-have brush. I know it's kind of weird when you look at it, but it's great for blush, just kind of doing your little contour, just to sweep off color. Amazing. It's soft. I love, love, love. I know you guys know that already. So they have like all kinds. They have this new one right here. It's really soft. And they just have so many new ones. Of course, the Badgers are going to be my favorite. If you're looking for some, here are some of the ones that I have. This is actually a case from them. It's huge. I think it holds like 24 brushes. I don't know if they're going to have it there though, but I recommend that. This one right here, does it look familiar? It's kind of like the MAC 227 brush. It's a little different, of course. You know, it's not like cookie cutter, but it's very, very similar. And they have a lot of similar ones, you know, like the MAC 224 and like their Badger brushes. There's another one right here. You just put it right here in your crease. Very soft and very inexpensive. So I highly recommend checking out Crown Booth to say hello and just check out the really inexpensive brushes. I recommend going there early too, because usually it's like 5 people deep towards the middle of the day, and then you can't even see the booth itself. You just see tons of people there. So go there early. And then there's a new brush line too, or new for me. It's called Delum Tools. And here's the brush set that I got. And there's some in here that are really nice. There's some in here that are kind of scratchy. But I think if you're looking for some travel brushes, you should check out their mineral one. It's really short. It's like this. And they have a lot of ones. I think it's goat hair for them, but it's white. And they have one that looks like the 217. And I think they have one that looks like this brush right here is really soft. And so it really depends. I think the way they have it is that the ones that are a little stiffer are to pat on the color, and then the ones that are soft is to blend the color. Because at first I was using them and I was like, this one's a little stiff. Then there's some that are really soft. So I recommend checking out their little kits. They're antibacterial. So how that works is that you can wash them up to 60 times with gentle soap and water, and then from there the coating starts to break down. And so if you're there at IMATS, you can, you know, play 20 questions with them to really understand how it works. But that's as far as I understand. I know Sephora has some antibacterial brushes as well. And I mean, again, I'm still working with them on these. I actually asked them about the scratchy brushes, and I'm just kind of waiting to hear back to see if it's like what I think, if it's to pat on the color and then use another brush, or am I just, I don't know what I'm doing, right? So anyway, there's some brushes there. Miji's going to be there too with their nail polish pens. These are really cool. I recommend the one, these are really cool, but I recommend the ones with the original color, with the solid red, solid green, solid blue. I think those work the best. I mean, you know, you could do your happy faces and flowers and strawberries and all that stuff, but I just really think that those really just bring out the best in these products here. So check that out. I mean, the best part is that you can really just play and see lots of stuff. Don't forget to check out the classes too, because I think that's a great opportunity to learn. There's going to be additional classes on Monday with Eve Pearl and Ray Morris, and those are $200. Bring in a model and you can work on them, or you can work on yourself, and you really get hands-on great information from them. So if you're seriously looking into going into the industry, you know, I recommend going to the top of the class and learning from them. So I will see you guys on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to have the schedule, the little agenda coming up here in a minute, so you can see what time we're all teaching and doing our demos and just talking and doing our giveaways. And thank you so much to our sponsors for donating and participating in the Guru Summit, and hope you guys enjoy. Pretty much everybody under the sun is going to be giving away stuff, so it's gonna be so great. I'm gonna put up a list here so I don't want to forget anybody. Cover Effects, everyone, hopefully they'll actually be there. Maybe you guys can even ask questions from them. You know, Urban Decay, I think NYX is going to. Unfortunately, I don't have the products here, so I don't know exactly what is going to be given away. So come early, and we're gonna try to give everybody at least a little bit of something to take home from the event. Crown Brush is going to be giving away brushes, so thank you so much. And again, thank you so much. I'm going to leave you guys with the list, and you can follow the link in the info box below where I'll have a booth number and everything, so that you guys can go beeline directly to the place that you want to go. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm not going to have a tip Thursday because I got to save my voice for this weekend, but I promise I will be back next Thursday with a really great tip. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!